7-round mock draft here for the Tampa Bay Bucs. Drew, any desire to trade up, or what do you think? You
good? No, just let it come to us, bro.
Let it come to you. All right, Latu.
Yup. There's no trade down here, bro.
Gotta go with Latu.
Now, no. Here's the problem, right?
What's the problem? Powers
if
Johnson.
This happens, bro. I don't know who you pick. If it's Latu, Jackson Powers Johnson, boy. And listen, Latu's homeboy, one of his friends, good friends, is JTS, Joe Tryon Shoyinka. That's his boy. So
he was at Washington together, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have to do the responsible thing, right?
What's the responsible thing?
What's
the responsible thing? Arguably the best edge in this class is sitting in your face.
Best defensive player, period.
Best defensive player, period. He slides because maybe some of the medical concerns here. I mean, we can work that angle in this particular mock draft. Although I don't see it playing out this way, but I get it. I get it in terms of Powers Johnson. I completely understand it. But I'm drafting Latu, and I don't feel any way about it.
I'm good with it, man.
All right. Latu is
it's so a good problem to have.
And Diaby off the edges.
Yeah, I like that.
Now.
That's sexy, bro. Like that. That's solid. Yeah.
Powers Johnson ends up in San Francisco. That's a match made in heaven right there. All right. Next selection at 57. And your boy is on the board here.
Pull the trigger, bro. Nope. It's Tyler Nubin, bro. That's all day.
Going with Nubin?
Yep. That's Minnesota in the backfield.
Look at that. Look at that.
Come on, man.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you're so matter of fact with this one, right? Because you are probably the biggest Peyton Wilson fan among the three of us. We all like Peyton Wilson, don't get me wrong, but I think you're the biggest fan. Lavonte David, back for one more rodeo, but I think this is actually it. We've been saying that for the last 3 years that Lavonte David.
Yeah, this might be it. This one might be it.
This probably is actually it. Devin White has moved on. Are you comfortable with Dennis? Assuming a starting role here.
That's why. And then was it KJ Britt played last year? He played well. He played very well. I think he ended up getting hurt, if I'm not mistaken, but he played very well. So
he did.
He kind of made it more comfortable for them and not to have to press the linebacker position. But if Tyler Nubin's not here, it's Peyton Wilson. But Tyler Nubin's there, it's Tyler Nubin.
Okay. All right. And based on the interior offensive lineman available, you're still sticking with Tyler Nubin.
It's Tyler Nubin, bro.
All right.
Yep.
Tyler Nubin is the pick. This is Drew's draft. I mean, I had to twist your arm a little bit on the Latu pick, but this is your draft, man.
Yep. You should have made him pick JPJ over Latu, man. That's where he was headed. I would have been happy as a Falcons fan.
I think I would, because I would have thought about the position itself and been like, they lost Shaq Barrett. You know what I'm saying? They got to have that guy, that replacement.
Who do you like here at 89th overall for the Bucs?
Let's go to corner. Let me just
Christian Haynes, bro.
There's you got Kyrie Jackson.
There's Kyrie.
Bernardo Green, Cam Hart, Brownlee Jr., Christian Haynes. Still out there.
I like Christian Haynes. You got Pooney out there too.
It's Christian Haynes, man. Go ahead, lock him in.
Christian Haynes here for the Bucs with the 89th overall pick. We're back up on the clock here at 92. Cam McCormick going in the third round now, so looks like the mock draft database is starting to understand the proceedings.
Who's who?
You could trade down 6 spots and add a 4th round pick here, Drew.
It's not bad. Who's on the board? Let's check who's on the board. Let's
take a look. Got a ton of backs on the board here, as well as a doorless.
Them boys need to add. Ooh. Well, first thing we need to do, we have to add doorless, bro.
Yeah, I think so. I think you got
to do this. We're gonna do this every draft, bro. I mean, he's
get him every draft.
They're disrespecting
him. And then Haynes at 89, like Jay said, that's crazy too. I think Haynes is gonna be a second round guy.
Seahawks trying to move up, but it's the offer from the Steelers that is
tempting. You scared, Drew?
No, let's take it.
You want to take the deal?
Let's take the deal. If he's gone, we go running back. We miss out on him, we go running back.
All right, let's do it. You say he ain't scared. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. There go Blake Fisher. There you go. Then they just signed who they just signed? Was it Trent Brown? Is that who went over there?
Yes. They have 2 skyscrapers at offensive tackle. Behemoths, bro.
Monsters.
Between Orlando Brown and Trent Brown, those are the 2 biggest. That's the biggest pair of tackles in the league, easily.
Monsters.
All right. So Brandon Doyle is here at 98 after the trade down, and then we picked up a 4th round pick. We don't have a 5th or 6th round selection, but I think that trade makes a lot of sense here.
Yeah, that's a good trade. So I'm looking for. We need a corner and a running back is what I'm looking for from the next 2 picks. If the value meets here.
Your boy Cam Hart.
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to add,
nah. Let me get that Cam Hart, bro. Nope, absolutely not. Let me grab him. Oh no! Did you grab him? No, you got to go get Theo. Nah, you got to get Theo, bro. I just seen it. Yup, snatch him right now.
Theo,
got to forego Cam, bro.
All right,
that's tough, bro. Cam Hart on the board.
It is tough. It is tough.
Listen, they've been looking for a tight end.
Up in another 6 picks,
and
you got some good names after Cam Hart. You got some solid names after Cam Hart for sure. Our guy Ben Sinnott is already off the board. Of course, Bowers, Sanders gone. Yeah, Theo, and it's a significant drop off after Theo in my eyes. So I understand your point here, Theo Johnson. To add some explosiveness to the tight end room. Cam Hart went the very next pick.
Oh, got him.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, 4 spots.
This is your 5th and 6th picks right there.
Nah, bro, come on, guy.
That one's reasonable.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Slide down 3 spots. Let's take a quick look at who's on the board. DJ James, Bucky Irving.
Oh, I need that.
Ray
Bucky,
Davis,
bro.
Shipley.
So if we move down 3 spots, he is intriguing.
Yeah. Trading down 3 spots here to add a 5th round selection.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Call the Bills back.
So you get your Bucky right here. And then
since you're high on McCullum,
I am. I'm comfortable. Okay. Give me a Bucky, man. You know?
Bucky? All right.
Yeah, because you go from you have a Rashad White who can make you miss in space from a guy who can also make you miss in space, but he can also break tackles. So you don't get a change there in terms of the running back position. But Bucky can do it in the backfield. Rashad White kind of does it in the passing game. So you kind of
close quarters. Irving's slippery, a little bit more slippery in close quarters.
Yeah. I like this draft, bro. This is
I like it a lot
draft,
too,
man.
Yeah,
beautiful draft, man.
Amazing.
You know?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Too bad they're not going to do this. Come on, man. Come on, it's not going to happen.
Don't do me like that.
Hate.
Come on.
Let the hate flow through you. Well, Jamari Thrash is out here.
You go Javon Baker.
Javon
Brownlee
Baker
Jr. Baker. You don't pick again until 220.
I know we keep skipping out on the corner, bro, because players just keep falling, man.
Well, let's talk about that, right? Again, you mentioned that Zion McCullum is a guy that you feel comfortable starting, right? After what he did last year. Thrust into more playing time. Of course, he's developed from his rookie season, his initial season in the league. But Jamel Dean has struggled to stay healthy, right? Carlton Davis is on the move. Your thought process was they could potentially move Dean. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ultimately, he sticks, but I think you definitely have to add a corner. But again, it's one of those positions where we kind of like the depth. And as you've mentioned, you like McCullum. If you didn't feel as strongly about McCullum, I would say you can't afford to go with Bucky Irving right there. And
or even Theo Johnson, we had Cam Hart on the board.
So exactly. Yeah. So, but I also want to have the conversation around the receiving room, right? Mike Evans obviously still very productive. Chris Godwin has not been the same since his injury. He just simply hasn't been the same, right? I like what Trey Palmer does in terms of being able to stretch the field, but You know, who am I missing? The former Falcon. He couldn't stay healthy.
Russell
He
Gage.
out.
Russell Gage. So he's I know he's not there anymore. But they've been kind of looking for that other receiver for a while.
They have they like Trey Palmer. So he's still kind of rounding in shape. And then they got your boy got hurt last year from Maryland. My guy.
Raheem Jarrett.
Raheem Jarrett. He ended up getting hurt. That's who's supposed to be the true Chris Godwin replacement. He just ended up getting hurt. So, but I still add us a receiver. But I'm still down to add a receiver. Just that competition in the room. You know what I'm saying? So kind of push those guys to kind of stay on their toes. Javon Baker, Jamari Thrash. I like Luke McCaffrey here. I like the top 4 guys there. All those guys.
So let me ask you a question because I mean you can obviously go receiver here, and you'll miss out on the corner. And we're looking more at the likes of a potentially Dwight McGlothern, Willie Drew, Kamal Hayden, Devonshire, Carlton Johnson. That's probably what you're going to look at 220, right? Some amalgamation of that group. If you decide to prioritize Brownlee Jr. or perhaps Elijah Jones here, Nehemiah Pritchett, you're going to miss out on the receivers. You got to make a decision here, Drew.
You stuck. What you going to do? Receiver or corner?
Let's go receiver.
And
let's go Javon Baker.
So I'm gonna select Baker. I'm gonna select Baker because you said Baker, but it's Dean, McCullum, and then who?
Bryce Hall.
They just brought in.
I don't forget. Yeah.
You gotta stay healthy.
Yeah. We liked him a lot, but the injuries have taken their toll. We'll see what's available in the 7th round.
Oh, Christian is in. Oh, it's Thomas Taveri. I think that's how you say it. Those boys was compete for the nickel position. Forgot they brought in my guy Jordan Whitehead. Who? What?
Who? Yeah, you did bring Whitehead back.
Safety.
You gonna run 3 safeties out there?
No, we'll figure it out, bro. I ain't worried about that. That ain't nothing to worry about, bro.
You said give me Tyler Nupin.
No, I was good with that. I'm still good with that. I think it's a 2-year. I think it was a 2-year deal, but it's basically 1 year for the Bucs.
Mike Jones.
Who? Yeah, all right. Mike Jones. Y'all remember the phone number? Y'all remember that?
Bro, you know I saw that in a tweet today, bro.
The phone number?
The phone number?
Yes, bro. Somebody made a Mike Jones reference, and then somebody commented with the phone number, bro.
Wow, bro. 8004. Is that it?
All right, man. Sam Hartman right here?
No, bro. What stop? No, bro. Absolutely not, bro.
Here are your corners.
All right. Let me get Willie Drew, man. I don't think we drafted Willie Drew. Lock him up.
I thought he competed. I thought he definitely competed at the Senior Bowl.
But McClellan was out there.
Yeah, he was. He was out there.
I seen him, bro. Trying to be different.
No, I thought Willie Drew with the step up in competition in Mobile. I thought he competed. I thought he competed pretty well. All right, I'll be frank with you. I haven't delved into his tape to any great extent, but what I saw from Mobile, I came away impressed.
Sure. Go to Alls. We'll see best player. That's probably one of the quarterbacks. All right. No, it's Frank Gore. Okay.
Frankie Gore.
See Frankie out there.
Good boy ZTF, man.
I see him there.
Jaquan Jackson. Some speed.
That is some speed right there. They got that in Trey Palmer, though, man.
Hayden, another corner for you.
Let me get Jalen Harrell. Let me get a Jalen Harrell. I'm going to do that.
All right. That's going to do it for Drew's 7th round mock draft here of the Bucs. Drew, break it down, man. Break it down, Drew.
So with the 26th pick overall, we had our choice of Latu, or we had JPJ. Boys taught me to go with Latu, so we went Latu. It's probably, I don't know, they're both responsible because you need an edge. You lost Shaq Barrett, and then JPJ would have been nice on the inside there, but we went in a different direction. I think we got the consolation prize in Christian Haynes there, so to help with that interior in terms of guard position. Tyler Nubin, obviously, that's going to be the when Jordan Whitehead's out, Tyler Newman's in. They'll probably do some interchangeable things to be able to get sexy in the secondary because they do play the Lego defense. Along with, again, Brandon Dorless there, 98, part of that Lego defense. Theo Johnson, they've been looking for a tight end forever and a day. And I think he brings the best of both worlds in terms of what you want from that position. But he's dynamic, man. Just get the football in his hands, and he gonna make things happen. And then we got Bucky Irving, who I think is a good complement to Rashad White. Can make you miss.
Altoids, kid. It's Altoids.
We got Javon Baker, wide receiver. We talked about him earlier in terms of him just being able to once he gets open, he can do some damage. He just has to get there and get into them routes much quicker. Went Willie Drew here. Want to give him a shot, give him a shout out. Saw him out there at the Senior Bowl, and then Jalen Harrell, who was also at the Senior Bowl. Slimmer guy, but has some burst, some speed off the edge. Got a little twitch to him. So
prior to the 7th round, I think in terms of just the names, if you're just looking at the names, there's a lot to be excited about as far as this Bucs draft class here. I think, and again, this is a non-Bucs fan, so obviously leaning on Drew in terms of Zion McCollum's development and how well he played and being thrust into even more responsibility as a full-time starter. The late addition at the cornerback position. Again, I was encouraged by what I saw from Willie Drew, but this is a class where I think you could get a better prospect at the position a bit earlier. So we tried to do that. We actually tried to get another selection here in the 5th round. In fact, the Bucs don't have a 5th or 6th round selection. We managed to get 144 through via trade. And we actually added a 4th round selection via trade. So that's why we had some additional draft capital here. So I think in the grand scheme of things, the Bucs probably need to work the board a little bit. Maybe not in the 1st round, to your point, Drew, but I think they may need to work the board a little bit in order to add more players, more give themselves more opportunities to add some depth to this roster. Because as I mentioned, there's some holes. There's some guys that you're encouraged about what they're going to be able to do with more responsibility and more playing time, but it's still kind of an unknown type of situation. And of course, the guys that are established are aging veterans in some instances, right? And some guys like Chris Godwin, for example, who struggle with injury, and Jamel Dean, who struggle with injury. So just putting yourself in a position to provide yourself a little security as far as depth here is something that the Bucs certainly need to come away with in this 2024 NFL draft. What was your favorite 3rd round pick? I'll take Bucky Irving out of the mix. Who's your favorite 3rd round selection? Excuse me, day 3 selection.
Probably Javon Baker. I think Javon Baker has a lot of upside. You can see it. The talent is oozing out of him. Kind of remind me of like a George Pickens type receiver. I love the way he attacks the ball in the air. Could run after the catch ability. Just got to get quicker. Got quicker at his routes. He does a little too much dancing at the line of scrimmage, but once he fixes that, man, I think he could be a steal in this draft class. So I'll probably go with Javon Baker. And I'll echo the comment that you made earlier, the cornerback position. I thought that's the only thing I can nitpick about this draft, because the draft is excellent in terms of talent. Latu, Nubin. I think Haynes was one of the better picks, plug-and-play starter, got that bully in him. So I think because the Bucs interior needs help at a guard position. So I think that was an excellent pick. But not getting the corner earlier, like you said, there's a lot of good corners on this board, and just to come away with Willie Drew at the end of the was it the 7th round or late day 3? I thought that could have been fixed, but Drew likes his corners, McCollum and Dean, but Kirk Cousins, Drake London, Darryl Mooney, those guys are smiling over there, man, at this Bucs secondary. So we're gonna tear that apart, Drew.
We are going to tear that apart.
Yes.
Oh man, boy, so they're gonna flame your secondary, man. Yeah, I mean,
you can flame it if you want. You can flame it if you want, but you're gonna have to. I mean, how you gonna flame it if you can't get the ball off, bro?
Ooh, y'all coming Latu, yeah. That Latu. Yep. I wanted you to go JPJ, bro. I really wanted you to go JPJ because Latu's gonna be a force, man.
I think that's the one area, and nitpicking. I think that's the one area that we could have, and we tried. Let's want to make sure that that's clear. We made the attempt. The system said no. We had a deal, but I guess the shot clock expired on it. So they're good corners. They're good corners. I would have felt comfortable. Even we talked about going corner early. I would have felt comfortable coming away with the corner in the 5th round. There were still players on the board that I liked, and in fact, when you selected Drew, not to say that he isn't an intriguing prospect, but I think Dwight McGlothern is a better prospect there. So,
and
but
Cam
the one
Hart,
to give Willie Drew,
the Cam Hart
that passing up Cam Hart.
Johnson. I know Theo Johnson's tight end 3. He's an excellent guy. You got K on the roster. So I thought not getting Cam Hart, that's who I probably would have selected there instead of Theo. But it's nitpicking though, man. It's an excellent draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the reality is that we don't draft, we don't even have Theo Johnson but for the trade down, right? We were at 92, if I'm not mistaken. We moved down to 98 and we're able to add 119. So, you mentioned Cam Hart. The Cam Hart decision really came in with the 98th or 92nd overall pick initially, right? When we went doorless, we went to the down line there. So, we were thinking perhaps then go corner at 128, I think it was in the 120s. This is a trade down as well. I think maybe 122. But of course, by that time, Cam Hart had come off the board. All right. So that is going to put a bow on our Bucs 7-round mock